Hi, my name's Wilson Hatcher, and I'm an advisor with the College of Southern Nevada. Today, I'm going to show you how to use MyCSN to register for your courses. What you'll need for this is a list of courses for the upcoming semester. Now, you can get this by visiting with your academic advisor or counselor, and they'll provide you a list of courses that will put you on the right path to graduation. You also need a browser tab logged into MyCSN and a browser tab that's logged in, or rather opened to, ratemyprofessors.com. The basic steps for signing up for classes are to first search for the class that you want, then check the professor, make sure that they're a good fit for you, add that class to your shopping cart, and then finally enroll in the courses. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. As you can see, I am logged into my CSN, and the first thing I'm going to do is enter the Student Center. Now, when I want to search for classes, I'm going to take a click. I'm going to click the link that's up on the top right that says search for classes. It's right next to my picture here. And so we'll go ahead and click that. And that brings us to the search tool. Now, don't be intimidated by this. I know there's a lot of options here, but it's not that difficult to use. The first thing we want to do is set the term to 2021 spring because that's the semester that I'm searching for. Now, for the subject, the course that I want from my advisor was VID 110. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into the subject. I want VID, that is the prefix that goes in the subject, and 110 is going to go in the course number. We do see that videography popped up there, which tells us that we did type in the right prefix. The other option that I like to choose is show open classes only. I don't want to see courses that are waitlisted or at capacity. I only want to see the ones that are available for me to sign up for. So now that I have those options selected, I can go ahead and hit search. Now, if you want to further narrow your search down, you can use the other criteria, but this should be good enough for what we're trying to do now. So we'll go ahead and click search. And this will bring up 4 classes for Video 110B. Now, on the left side, we're going to see the unique class ID. This is useful if maybe you're trying to sign up for the same class that a friend is in. You can use that course ID to make sure that you're in the same class that they are. The next one is the section, and here the really important information is that this is a regular class. That means that it is a full 16-week semester course. CSN also offers 8-week courses, which would be designated as either 8-week 1 or 8-week 2 for classes that start in either the first or second 8 weeks of that semester. But these are all regular 8 weeks, so we don't really need to worry about that for this course. The next is the days and times where it meets. So this one here, for example, is Monday from 6 o'clock to 9:50. Next, we see the location. All of these are at the North Las Vegas campus, and their room is all in A1754. The instructors are different for each one. We can see that the meeting dates start in January and end in May. That's because it is a regular course, and that this is an in-person class. The green circle here means that it's available, which was our search criteria, so it makes sense that we would see only available classes. And then there's a link to select the course. So how do I know which class I want? That's a really tough question. And in this case, the first thing I'm going to do is look at the days. Like for me, Monday is the best day for me to take classes, so I'm really just going to pay attention to these Monday courses here. I don't really care so much about the time, so I'm going to look at the professors. Now, there's a number of ways to find out which professor is going to be the right one for you. You could email that professor and introduce yourself and see if that's a way to meet with them. You could ask your advisor or your counselor, but they might not know every professor. We do have a lot of professors at CSN, so we can't be expected to know each and every one of them. Or you might ask a student that's in that class. So if you have a friend that took VID 110, you might ask them about their teacher and their experience with that professor. But if you don't have access to any of those things, Rate My Professors is a really handy tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this professor's name. I'm going to press Control-C on my keyboard to copy it to clipboard. And then I'm going to go to my Rate My Professors website. Now, Rate My Professors is basically just like Yelp, but for teachers. So I pasted by pressing Control-V into the search tile, and I see that professor's name come up in the dropdown. I'll click their name, and I'll see that this professor has a 4.6 out of 5 ratings, but it is only based off of 5 ratings. So that means that it's not a huge sample, but still, a 4.6 is pretty good. I can read the comments. So this comment, top comment, says 3 short films, each with no sound, different time requirements. She lectures every so often. There's reviews. So this basically tells us a little bit about how her course is structured and how it's set up, which is very good information. I can scroll down and I can read other people's comments and what other people have said, and so that's all very helpful for me to determine about that teacher. I'll go ahead and check for the other one. So again, I hit Control C, I highlight them, then hit Control C on your keyboard, then switch to Rate My Professors, put Control V into the search bar, and select the one for your college. So Sean Collette, also a 4.6, but this one's based off of 13 ratings, which gives it a little bit more credibility. Top comment says, is an amazing teacher with great feedback and always willing to help, answers emails quickly. These are all things that I actually look for in a good teacher. So I think that this is going to be the better fit for me. So I'll go back to my class search. Again, the time is fine, the day is fine. So I'll go ahead and I will select that class. I'll add it to the course by clicking the select button. That brings us to a confirmation page. Make sure you read all this information. Like this one says the degree may not transfer towards an NSHE bachelor's degree, but that's okay because I know that Nevada State College will take that class, and that's where I plan on going next. I can read the class notes. This has a note about the current COVID-19 situation, and just make sure that the time and everything is good for you. Click Next, and that'll put the class into your shopping cart. Once it's in your shopping cart, all you have to do is click the shopping cart link, and that'll bring you to the enrollment page. Select the class that you want, click Enroll, read the verification page, click Finish Enrolling, and that's that. So I hope that this helped you and it makes it a little bit easier to figure out how to register for classes. I'm Wilson Hatcher signing off. Thanks for watching.